Welcome to Railway Empire 2 Scenarios Playthrough.
All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to the series in which we are playing the Railway Empire 2 scenarios in numeric order. We are up to number 9 here. This is Ireland. Our hometown's Dublin. It's 1845. Now, they have changed the signals. They put in the manual signals. I'm going to stick with the automatic. I really don't. I griped about them a few times, but I don't have a big issue with them. So I'm going to stick with those for this one. And you'd let me know in the comments if you'd like me to switch. Doesn't mean I will, but I'd certainly like to know what you think. Okay, so we got a normal one here. In 1845, Ireland is on the verge of revolutionizing its transportation system. Take charge of the fledgling railroad industry and lead the Green Isle into the future. Now, it's been a month since I've made a video. So first of all, let me just kind of catch up with you guys and say hi. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope you're all healthy and happy. I hope everyone had a terrific holiday season. And Happy New Year to everyone. And let you know the whole Attican clan is doing great. And I was doing great. There was no issue. The reason I kind of stopped making videos for a while, I just got burned out. And this scenario. And it wasn't that it was so hard. It was that I had so many ideas for different ways to do it, and I couldn't pick one. So I'm going to show you one way that I really like, and you can let me know in the comments if you'd like to see other takes on this. Maybe just to start, how to start it a different way, because there's 2 or 3 very, very different things we could do here. So let's just move on. I also got, and I'm going to have to look up who it was. Hold on. Okay, I looked it up. It was Lone Tree who said that if you're ever going to use Madam Ward, where is she? I just saw her and then went right by her. Oh, the lady. Here we go. If you're ever going to use the lady, Madam Ward, this would be the one because she gets upgrades cheaper and her city buildings are cheaper. And I've done it now. Let's say I've played it 2 times all the way through, and I don't know, maybe 6 times starting it just to play with different ideas. And the best one for me is the general, because the higher revenue. I always want something that's going to give me the best start. Right? What gives you the best things at the beginning of it, and that's the general. But I think we'll play Madam Ward out of respect for Lone Tree, and also because it really is. I mean, you can do just fine with her. So let's do that, and then maybe I'll do something slightly different with her. Factory and rural business upgrades are cheaper. That's really good, but see, that's later. You don't upgrade buildings typically right off the bat, right? All new buildings within a city are cheaper. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I don't know if it means factories. I think it just means the libraries and stuff. So that's not much of a gain. And then personnel costs you more. So she actually hurts you at the beginning. That's why I'm not a big fan. But anyway, let's go with the lady. All right. So start the game.
They say something's going on in Ireland. You know, it's only been 11 years since the first railroad line was opened here. Since then, this island is getting more and more into the swing of things. It's smart of you to go into business right now. If we want to assert ourselves in this spirit of optimism, we should first take care of our home region.
Okay, so while he was talking, I started setting up our plan for personnel so that we get to 125% efficiency across the board. We'll go take a quick look at our trains, and I'm not even going to look through them. We've seen them before. I just want to get that, that message off there so to recognize we have seen these babies. Okay, and let's look at our research. Let's see, what are we missing back through here? What's this? Faster maintenance, that would be nice. Cheaper track, cheaper trains. Okay, the cheaper track, I would definitely like that. We're going to do that right off the bat, which eliminates trains for now, unless we want to wait for a 200. We could go back and reduce, speed up maintenance, or get more mail revenue. We'll take the mail revenue for now. Okay. first thing we're going to do while they're cheap is buy access to all the 3 other regions. There are 4 regions here, and we want access to all of them. Because now if we look at our task, we have to get 6 different goods to Dublin at the same time. It's getting 4 right now. Connect 100,000 citizens to our rail network, and that won't be hard. The towns are roughly 20,000, a little under, a little over, and so 5 of them should do it for us. And produce clothing, and this is the big decision in terms of your approach. Are you going to go for a quick hit? We can get all 3 of these done very, very quickly, like by March. Or it'll take us about a year if we wait on the clothing. And what I mean is, we have in Dublin a cloth maker, a weaver. So if we wanted to, we could buy the weaver, knock it down, put in clothing, get the cloth from Belfast and Galway, and knock off that clothing task quickly, because it's a 9, which is the storage of a small clothing factory. So we can get that done. And as I said, maybe by as early as March, we could have all 3 of those tasks done. The problem with that is you've spent a tremendous amount of money buying the weaver and knocking it down and putting in something else. So it's about $1 million of your dollars goes away to get that done. And then you haven't built up as much infrastructure, so your economy kind of suffers. So I think we're going to, let's take the tactic of waiting on it. And either way, we can do just fine. We'll wait on it. It'll probably take us about maybe up to a year to get this first 3 things done. But we should have a much better economy. Now we can look at our bonuses here. We got 500,000 to connect Cork, 500,000 to connect Galway. There's $1 million right there. We got 125 for this short connection to the lumber, and 125 for this fairly short connection to the wool, and then we got Belfast over here at 250. So there's like 1.6, almost 1.6 million, or no, 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 million. Is that right? Whatever. There's a bunch of money here. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I want to use the same setup that I used before. I love this. I think this one's really strong. It's really treating Dublin as the city in this thing. So, but because we're Madam Ward, I am going to go ahead and buy that lumber right there. Now that's 150 grand. That's a lot of money early in the game, but we should see money trickle it back in for it. So what we're going to do here is go to Dublin. And we're going to, well, let me think about this. I usually leapfrog out and put the station out here. And because that makes for an easy connection. Does it really? No, I think this time I'm going to do it a little bit different. Okay, we're going to put the station right there. So that's going to be our Dublin station. But what we're going to do with it is give it a warehouse. And in that warehouse, we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we'll take those 6 things, right? 6 of the basics. I was trying to decide about the wool. I typically like to run wool straight to where it's made, and I think that's the tactic we'll take here. Okay, so we've got a warehouse here in Dublin, and what we're going to do now is have a network where every city talks to that warehouse. So every city is one connection away from a warehouse holding 6 very important goods. And that way Dublin will get them first, and then they'll go out to all the other cities. We should see great city growth and be able to make some decent money. So let's get our logs hooked up. And they are literally our logs, so we want that. We want that revenue. So let's go. Well, let's see. How do I want to do this? I want to come out of this long enough to have a decent. I want some room coming out here. This is going to be a busy station. And then we can go ahead and connect this in, I think, safely. So we've got our connections. Let's set our signals. We can think about supplies up here. And we can run a train from here to... Oh, no, we can't. Sorry, I'm a little bit rusty. All right, we can go like that and put in our gridiron. Now we can run a train from here to here. And we'll do a freight train. I think we'll run the Jenny Lind for everything. Except for dedicated express lines that we'll have later. So 5.2 days, that should be great. We're going to tell it to run full and go. All right, so there's one. Then I want to run a line that goes across this and over to Belfast, and that way we'll probably run this directly to Belfast. Okay. So we want to come up here to Belfast. Let's put a station in Belfast like that. Early on especially, we don't want any bridges. And in general, we don't want bridges unless we really need them to get rid of slope or make things run more efficiently. Okay, so it was right to right and back to Belfast. And we can save some money, particularly early. By only using one platform at each of these cities. Okay. And we'll run an automatic train. We'll do the Jenny Lind from Belfast. So that'll give us a connection bonus. Now we really want these big bonuses here. So let's go with... the only thing I don't like about having this station way down here is this. It comes out on this end in a very steep... that's all right. We'll live with it. Okay. To a very steep slope. That's not perfect. Okay, let's point you out here. Oh, 10-degree slope. Is that going? That's all right. We'll live with it. We'll get an automatic train going there, and then we'll go back and put in the gridiron that I forgot so we can use both tracks. There we go. Now that line should be good. Now let's go see if we can go get some money. We'll take the second biggest loan as we've learned, and then take the biggest one. That gives us the most money. And then we will make a connection down to Cork, which is our other big bonus. Okay, that gets Cork going. Now we've got beer here. We'd like to get that going into the system, so let's go from Waterford. Put it where we can also point it toward Cork, and you'll see why later. Okay.
Our efforts are having
There
an
we
effect.
go. We got our
More
500,000
Irish people in the
citizens.
cities will result in more potential passengers for our trains and more goods that can be transported.
And an automatic train from there. Now, just to explain this kind of design, if we have a warehouse here in Dublin and we have connections to all the cities and we're missing Sligo, we'll add that as soon as we have these bonuses start kicking in. Then, by having the warehouse also accept the meat and the beer, now we've got meat, beer, logs, and grain and corn and sugar all being exchanged and really sent to all the cities. So we should be able to run relatively full trains from all these cities, particularly once we get them all hooked up and going. So now let's just run it and see where we are. So you can see we've finished that one off. If we look at those 4 to 6 goods, 4 out of 6, we don't have grain coming, we don't have corn, we can fix that very quickly, and we don't have sugar, and we're all set up to do all those. And the beer actually has some beer, and there's more on the way, so we should be looking pretty good. And here comes our first bonus coming in, the wood. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and put a maintenance station here for now, and that way we'll have maintenance set for every train. Now let's go back out here and get Sligo into the system. Let's come off of this line. get a train from Sligo going into the system. Now, by doing that and having an automatic train from each of the 5 cities heading to Dublin, this warehouse now recognizes it has customers at all these places. So that will go back to our logs and say, hey, you need to bring us lumber for all the cities now. So we should get good flow of lumber coming out of that. Now, I also want this connection bonus right here. I think we'll just run it straight to Belfast. And in this case, we're probably going to want maintenance on that. We'll do run full, Jenny Lynn, go. And we could put maintenance in Belfast if we want. Now, we've got a couple of options here. Now we've got another bonus. How do we want to buy this? Do we want to try to buy each thing as they come up? Nope, we don't want to buy that. How about corn? Do we want to buy corn? No, not really. That's a lot of money. 162, that's reasonable. We'll buy the grain. Okay. See if we can make some money off the grain. And we'll run the grain. Directly to we got our big bonus for Belfast. We're waiting on this bonus here, and we've got Cork too. The Cork train. I think it's probably that one. Yep, it's that one right there. So it'll get us a bit of money. Maybe we'll buy the corn as well. Why not? Okay, gave us a nice bonus. We own this. We can get a train going here. Now, how much is this? 320. That's okay. We'll buy that. Okay, we got a little bit of money, and now we can start making money on our corn and shipping it into wherever. We're still waiting on this one bonus to connect into Belfast. There we go. Now we've hit all our bonuses. Yes, we've hit them all. All right. Oh, and we want to get the sugar going. Can we buy it? 266. I'd kind of like to own it as well. I'd like to kind of own almost everything we carry. So you can dribble in some money. It's almost like having another train running. So let's save up for a minute and see if we can't buy that sugar and then run it in. Not sure it's going to work. We'll see. We'll see. We got 5 out of 6. We got corn coming in. And I'm thinking they need corn. Yeah, they got corn and grain coming in, so we'll get that task done very, very shortly.
In Dublin,
There we
our efforts
go.
are being acknowledged favorably.
All right, now, and the clothing, we have to decide if we want to wait on that. But I think what we're going to do, let's just go ahead and buy this. Let's just keep with that. Madam Ward is a business owner. She's not a railroad person. She's a business owner. So let's stay true to her nature and buy stuff. All right, so where is it? Oh, over here. All right, so we got our signals set, and we need to get a line going for that. We've got Dublin growing nicely, Belfast growing, Sligo growing. The rest of these should start soon. Now what we'll want to do is add some trains to our city lines to handle a little more volume a little bit later. We need about 75,000, a little under 75,000 to get our train going from Dobbs Station to get sugar down here. Oh, and I do want to make the maintenance 100%. All right, there we go. Now we got some money. Let's go here to here. So now we've got all the products going to this warehouse. Dublin will get great growth, and over time, as Dublin gets its needs met, the stuff will go out to these other cities. You can see Belfast is growing, Waterford is growing, and what we'll focus on now is looking at do we have enough trains on this line, and also do we have a big enough station here to handle the throughput. We'll probably expand this out to 3 or 4, probably 4 platforms. Fairly soon. Yeah, see, we're already slowing down a little bit. We got to keep these trains moving. So let's go see if we can maybe put a 3rd platform on here without any trouble. Should be able to. And research, we can go back and get the quicker maintenance. That's a good one. And let's take a look at our warehouse, and that'll help us see. Yeah, you can see we've got lumber kind of stored up going to Waterford and Cork, and we've got corn going to Waterford, and more lumber. And here you can now, as long as this total in here isn't too bad, we can pick up most of the stuff. But then, if you don't have enough trains, you're not carrying any passengers, so you're losing out on some revenue that way, right? The other thing we want to do is put our special buildings on these stations out here and get our bonuses for restaurant and post office, that kind of thing. And that's a fairly cheap thing we can do to help us out. But I think we might want to just watch here and use this time to get ourselves. Let's see. Yeah, Waterford, Cork, and Galway may be the ones that are. Let's do. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's feed Waterford 208. Yeah, let's see if we can buy that for 208, and then we'll just feed it directly to Waterford, and that'll give us another little tiny income stream, and stop hauling the grain from up here to Waterford, and that'll give us the capacity to haul the other stuff, right? And take a look at our money situation. We've got $300,000 bonds. We could 487, 4.8 million. So a $487,000 bond we could open up if we had the room. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here, I think. This is a little different. I don't with the general. I don't do all these buying these things early, but it's kind of nice to own them, and they do. Do they make any money for us? Yeah, a little bit. See, slowly getting the return on investment. A $1.6 million quarter is not awful. That's not awful for the first. Now, $1.5 million of that basically was bonuses, but still, that's pretty good. That's a decent little first quarter. We're making some money there. We're making some money there. A tiny bit of money on the sugar, but it should get better. $241, we'll take it. And now we need to save up some money to get our station down here and deliver this stuff directly into Waterford. And we could go down here and come in the back door. I think we're going to go like this and come in the front door. I think that'll be the plan. Okay. What in the world? Stop that. All right. Let's double this up. Let's open this up. It's going to be a little expensive. We'll have to pay 50 grand for another platform here in Waterford, but let's open it up. You know what? We really don't need to just yet. There's no traffic here. Let's just get a line that goes out here. And we could even, I mean, I could just cut it off right there if I wanted to, but we'll go ahead and double track it back. And now let's save some money. We're going to be running one train, maybe the whole game. So let's just do a little. We have to give it a little bit of a double track, just so it can get in and out of that main line, like that. And then we can work on getting ourselves a train. And here we can set this to freight and actually use the slightly cheaper train that's American. And I don't know, refrigerator, meat, vegetables, fruits, milk, and dairy. I think it's probably not counting grain among those. But we can run the cheaper train there. It's only on the track for a brief moment, so it's not going to hold anybody up, generally speaking. So there we go. And we'll need repairs. We could put repairs in Waterford, but that costs us one of our specialty buildings. Interesting. Okay, now you can look and see we've got double tick growth everywhere but Cork, and it's single tick, so we're looking pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. We're moving, our little 3 tracker here is moving stuff through pretty well. We can expand it to 4 after we add more trains. Let's look at our research and see where we are. We're probably going to want to wait. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and take that, because that's actually one of the ones we bumped up to 120%, that well-being on our staffing. So now let's hold out for 300 to get the sander, and then we'll go up here and get more money on our rural businesses, which we happen to own quite a few of. So that'd be nice. Okay. All right, let's start getting some bonus money on our passenger and revenue stuff. Oh, in fact, let's do this. Let's get some real passenger revenue. Let's go. Maybe it is time to double this up. Is it? Do we have to? Well, nah. Okay. We're going to run in here and then over here. There we go. Okay, now we'll need a supply tower on this one. And then what I want to do is run an express only line. Now we could run it automatic and they could exchange goods, but I really want all the goods flowing up here. So we will do dedicated express line here. And I think the first thing we'll do is start putting in our specialty buildings in these two cities. So we can put a restaurant and a post office in Waterford and a restaurant and post office in Cork. And that will actually give us extra revenue from the trains that are going up to Dublin as well, because they do take passengers up there upon occasion. So let's just go ahead and put in a post office. Oh, that's right, we're waiting on 3 for research. Seem to be flowing pretty well, and there's a nice way we can kind of check that. We can go out here to our company and look at our traffic jam, 0%. We're beautiful, 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 beautiful. Beautiful. That's better than I expected it to be. All right, so we'll go restaurants. We'll go to restaurant and post office here. We'll get some bonus money there. We'll do the same over here at Waterford. Are we making any money on this thing? Yeah, we are. See, it's the beer producer, so there's a lot of need for grain. So this little train here just keeps running, keeps making us money. We appreciate it. So we'll go here and we'll go restaurant and post office. And I don't know if this train, I'm not sure how they do the accounting for the train. Does it make any money? Hey, it makes money too. All right, good deal. Good deal. How are we looking here? What are they needing? Next thing they're going to need is milk. We should probably get ready for that. It's up here. What's that going to cost us? Well, not very much. Let's just buy that. Okay, there's a $700,000 quarter. Now, don't let that minus 930. That we didn't drop. We made more money. Remember, we made a couple hundred the first quarter, 700 this one. So we're doing quite well. In fact, we could take a moment and look at the quarterly report in terms of our industry and stuff. Production, 99,000. So we're making 343 from freight, 176 from passengers, 168 from mail, and about 100 from our businesses. So they give us like a fourth line here. So, yeah, so pretty good. All right, madam, you're doing all right here. What do you cost? 96. I definitely want to buy that. I think that's the next thing to do. I've got these two buildings. They are helping us. They will make this train. See this train right here, Cork to Dublin. See, he's got these passengers and mail, and they're all going to get a bonus revenue because they came out of a place with a restaurant and a post office. All right, so let's buy this, and then we'll have to save money and get a station and track running down here. Okay, we're about to hit a new thing too, and we're going to have to put in a new station in Dublin, and we're going to have a route to that station for all the cities. We're passing into a new area of big expenditure, and why don't we deal with that next episode? So I think that was a really good start. We've got city growth going. We also are missing a supply tower right there. We've got city growth going everywhere, and we're probably missing repairs like out here, aren't we? And we're also, this guy here, I probably forgot to tell him to run full. You don't bother going until you can run full. And we'll get him repairs. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll get repairs going here. And we're going to need repairs here as well, I think. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, let's stop right there. That's a really good start. We've played about a half a year, and we're looking pretty good. We've got a little infrastructure going. We own some businesses that are making us a little bit of money. We've got some trains running, making money. We've got it set up down here so we can get an express line going and make decent money there. And then we'll do that same thing from Cork to Galway, and from Galway to Sligo, and from Sligo to Belfast. And that should give us the ability for passenger traffic to go throughout Ireland. Because if we look at, of course, Dublin, they can already go to all the cities, right? And if you look at Galway as an example, it is missing several of them. It can't go to Sligo, Cork, or Waterford, so we need to get down here and get a line going, and we need to go up that way and get a line going, and that kind of thing, and we'll deal with that and try to keep going with this idea of purchasing these businesses and getting them running in, and we'll have to set up our second warehouse down here and all that good stuff. We'll do that in the next episode.
I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.